Good morning, everyone, at least on the West Coast. I am Lauren Winters the West of Next High is Good. Welcome to Zero Waste Month. We are kicking it off with 4 Fridays of Ask the Zero Waste Organizer. That's me, one of my team. Super passionate about zero waste and finding homes for all the things that our clients and my friends no longer want or need. I'm excited to be here today, here in my house. I was going to do it downstairs in the garage because I thought that's where the sausage gets made for Next High is Good. When we bring things in from clients' houses, it gets all organized in there and ready to move on to its Next High is Good. Sometimes it stays here awaiting its Next High is Good in our little bins. I think one day I'll do it from downstairs because I think it's really cool to see, and I'm excited about the garage project that I've got going there. I will think I'll do another series about the garage because that is my pain point. That is the place that I am just constantly trying to figure out what to do with all the stuff in there. I've got a really good idea. I've got a plan. I actually did a sketch of everything, and I've got our handyman coming in. It's not quite scheduled, but hopefully next week so I'll do the before session from there, and then we can see. I'm talking about my garage. Welcome, everybody. I'm excited to share today about our zero waste practices. And I want to hear from you what you are looking to rehome. We love to call it rehoming because donate just seems to me to be a little bit nebulous. What does it really even mean? Of course, you can bring stuff to Salvation Army and Goodwill, or our local ones that we love are Out of the Closet and Community Thrift Store, among many, many others. But we love rehoming because sometimes we can't donate the thing, even though it's still good. There's liability issues, or there's other issues, or they just don't take it. The places just don't take mattresses and things like that. So we do a lot of rehoming for free on the Buy Nothing groups on Facebook Marketplace and things like that. We have myriad resources for those, and I want to share them all with you because I want you to be free of the stuff that you don't want in your home or workspace, and I want that stuff to find its next highest good. So please ask away. I'd love to share any resources with you. And I love these questions. I hope that somebody can stump me today. Maybe that's what we should call this series, Stump the Zero Waste Organizer. I do have my resource guide right here printed out. And if you want a copy, you can go ahead and get it on our website. When you get to the website, there's a little pause there, and then it'll pop up and you join our email list. And if you don't want to join the email list, you can just cancel right away. I totally get that because email clutter is very real. But it's a great guide that I'm super proud of, and it's got lots of information about sort of the more frequently asked about things that people always ask me about. E-waste, people always ask me about. I'll get to that in a second. What are the things that we come up with too? Wire hangers or something. What do we do with those? And oh my gosh, beat up sneakers. Like my son's a skateboarder and he plows through sneakers. 6 months max we can get out of the sneakers. They're all torn up on the sides and nobody's ever going to wear those again. But those can go to Sports Basement. For those of you in the Bay Area, they have many stores around, and most of them, not all of them, the new one in Stonestown does not have these recycling bins, but I know the one in the Presidio and the one on Brandon Street does. They collect all kinds of things like corks, crayons, like the crayons you get at the restaurant that your kid uses twice, and they're actually terrible crayons. I was going to say shitty. Can I say that? And so they collect those, and I think they do something cool with them. Honestly, I can't remember. There's also tennis balls that they collect, all kinds of balls, actually. We were at a client's last week, and their dog had chewed up a bunch of footballs. She wanted to keep them. No judgments, but if she didn't, I was going to put them in the bin for Sports Basement. So they take old sneakers, they take balls, they take corks, wine corks, crayons, propane from camping containers. Propane, the gas from, when you go camping, lots of other stuff. I think we have a post about that, what Sports Basement takes. But next time you're there, hangers too. I think they take hangers. And I think you can grab some too. If you need some, you can go there. Next time you go to Sports Basement, check it out. But again, not the one that's downtown. It's coming though. I called there and they said it's going to happen, but they're not sure when. I'm talking about the resource guide here of all the information that we have. If you don't have a copy of that, go to our website and go grab that. And unsubscribe if you want to. No pressure, no judgments. But today I'm hoping that people are gonna. I see Delia has joined. I'm wondering if we should name it Stump the Zero Waste Organizer and see if somebody can come up with something that I don't have an answer for, because I just love those challenges of figuring out where the thing goes. There is one, but I'm going to leave it. There is one that somebody asked me just this week, and I was like, I don't know what to do with that. We have to figure it out, but I'm going to leave it till the end. Does anybody have anything they want to share? Type it in the chat there of what they're looking to rehome. They're not sure what to do with. That's what we're doing here, and all month long for Zero Waste Month. And I also want you to be thinking about what your zero waste goal is this month, or could we say this week, and you come back next week and let us know. You can also post about it here on Instagram. I want to give a shout out to Ed and Kelly and Jenna and Deb and anybody else who has joined. I'm sorry if I can't see. It's very small there. What else can I tell you? So we've got the resource guide. Oh, this is really good. So here's page 2, animal supplies. There's a lot of resources on there. There's batteries, where to bring batteries, books, building supplies, compact discs. Do we call them compact discs? CDs. Corks. We talked about Sports Basement. You can also bring them to Scrap or your local preschool. I love that. Jenna, I see your question. I'm so excited. Craft supplies, Scrap. Oh my goodness, don't get me started on Scrap. We love, love, love them. If you don't know that organization, check it out. It's Scrap SF, I think is their web address, and they are fabulous and really help us to be zero waste as an organization, because they take loads of craft supplies, lots of stuff that really can't be donated anywhere else. Here in San Francisco, in the East Bay rather, there's an organization that takes that type of stuff. The East Bay Depot Center. I always mess up their name. East Bay Center for Reuse Depot. That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I'm getting a text message. Let's not ignore that. Okay, so Jenna is asking, what should we do with old toothbrushes? Great question. I believe, and we should probably vet this, that toothbrushes can go to, I'm trying to think of the name, TerraCycle. TerraCycle, you can mail it in, check out their website. They also take markers, dried out markers. And I think there was Crayola did a program for their markers that you could mail them in, but I'm not sure what happened with that. I think something happened with COVID. So TerraCycle, I'm pretty sure. It depends also what kind of toothbrush, because I know there was a program with Preserve that the actual toothbrushes themselves were made from yogurt containers. And then you could mail them back. I'm not sure if they're still doing it. Let's check into it. I collect them here though, so Jenna's a friend, so I can get them from you, Jenna, and we can put them in our load here. Some of the toothbrushes that are made are compostable, which is so cool. I haven't used one of those. I have one that's made out of something. I want to say it's made out of money or dollar, currency or something strange like that. But I think it's garbage once it's done. You know what else is a really cool resource for taking collections of stuff, which might take the toothbrushes. With COVID, it's gotten a little funny. Is Cole Hardware. like Sports Basement, they have bins in their stores. I'm not sure if it's all the stores, but I know the one on Cole here in San Francisco has containers for keys and maybe other metal, but probably only small things, thermometers, filters for your Brita, fluorescent tubes, paint, and they have a whole bunch of other things too. It's so cool. I love it. I just go and check it out and see what people are bringing in there. And batteries too, I think from there. And I want to say there's other things. I think we also have a post about that with a picture on all the things that they're taking. But from time to time it does change, so it's worthwhile popping in. I know that they're a certified green organization, like Next Highest Good. Years ago, pre-COVID, I went to a award ceremony and they were honored there. Cole Harbour is a really cool organization that really cares about where stuff goes, as do we. Let's see if there's any more questions here. I know we're just kicking it off this month, so I'm not expecting much here, but I'm glad to see the folks that are here. And maybe it'll give you time to think about throughout the week coming what your what's the thing that's in your house that you're not sure that you're holding on to because you're not sure what to do with it. That's what we really want to help with, is to get the stuff out of your house that you really don't want in there. You know, I truly believe that it's clogs up energy, and then it takes up space, of course, but it also clogs up energy. And I want you to let go of the stuff knowing that it's going on to its next highest good. So think about it this week of what's that thing that's driving you nuts that you're not sure what to do with. You could, if it's a tricky one, you think it's a tricky one, send it to us in advance, and I will definitely be honest about whether or not I know before I do the response on here. I think what I will do is look through a couple more things that we have here on this resource list of the frequently asked things of what to do with them. Food. Some people, when you're moving or just cleaning out your pantry, you come across some food. Cans of food might be expired, might not. They can go to food banks in your local area, and Rainbow Grocery has collection bins, I believe. We talked a little bit about community thrift and out of the closet. There's also a really cool organization that's based in Marin that we just love, called Make It Home. And they work with people who are now have a home. They've come out of crisis, or they have aged out of the foster care system. They have a home, but they don't have any furniture in it. And they're literally storing their stuff in big plastic bags. So Make It Home works with them to put furniture in there and infrastructure and cleaning supplies and things that they have to make a house a home. Just love them. They take donations of furniture and home goods supplies. We actually have a donation going to them this week. Alexa is bringing them, what is she bringing them? A compost bin and a bed skirt and memory serves. Let's see. I know there's something else. Oh, a little shelf. Just little things that we had and collected. That's a great example of something that we collect here before it goes to Make It Home, because they are based in Marin. But when it's convenient, or when the category is getting really big, is when we say, okay, we got to make a trip there. I'm tying that into where I started, which was about my garage downstairs, where we store most of the stuff and have the different categories labeled in little bins. And when the category gets overflowing its little vessel, or we're geographically going to be in that area, like Recares is a place that takes medical supplies, and they're only open on Thursdays from 10 to 3, I want to say. So we need to plan a run around that. And then hi, Lori Sue. And the other categories that are there, like scrap metal, which is actually getting really big right now. We need to make them to deal with that. That can go to Urban Ore. I believe they sell it, which is great. I love that, supporting them in that way. It can go to Recology if we have a run going there. That's pretty much it. With scrap metal, I'm thinking of all the, eyeglasses. That's another one, like prescription eyeglasses, sunglasses, even the cleaning chamois, or the cases that you put, the cases that you put your glasses in, even if they're empty, even if glasses are broken, missing a lens, missing an arm, because my understanding is what we do with them is bring them to Sight for Sore Eyes, which is an optical shop here in West Portal, but I know they have shops all over. And they have a bin for the Lions Club, and the Lions Club program collects them, rehabs them, and then takes them to people in places where they don't have access to eyeglasses. What a nightmare. If you can't see and you don't have glasses, come on. So how many of us have loads of pairs of glasses in the drawer that are either an expired prescription or you just don't like the style anymore? They can go somewhere too. Let me pick another category here, and then I guess I'll wrap it up unless anybody has any other ideas of things that they're looking to rehome. Let's see, printer cartridges. Oh, I know, printer cartridges and printers. So e-waste, let's do that. And then we'll get into the other things and we'll wrap it up with a call to action. So be thinking about what you are gonna do, what's your zero waste thing that you're gonna do. Are you gonna buy in bulk? Are you gonna take your coffee mug to the coffee shop instead of getting a disposable one? Choose glass wherever you can instead of plastic. It's rough because my son really loves boba, and it always comes in a plastic cup. It just bums me out. The straws are now compostable, which is helpful. So I have to hedge that with his, joy and my tolerance for single-use plastics. Anyway, e-waste. Get a lot of questions about e-waste. Your phones, your broken toaster, computers. If they're working, that's a little bit different, but anything, any electronics, anything with a cord that goes into your wall. If it's one that has wires in it that needs to be wired, not the same category. But if it just has a plug, like you can plug it in, and in your AC wall socket. You can bring it to Goodwill or Salvation Army, and my understanding what they do is to test it all. Sometimes things are working, sometimes they're not. And that they process as e-waste the things that cannot be fixed. And the other items they'll put on the sales floor. So that's e-waste. Printers, however, even though you can plug it in, cannot be accepted in those locations. I don't know why. I guess they're just a little bit different, or the materials that are inside. But they can go to Best Buy, or they can go to Office Max, but not the one on Harrison Street. Harrison and something, because it's they're closing there. I think that's why they're not taking them. But the Best Buy is right across the street. I know because I brought them a printer and they said, we don't take them. But then there was Best Buy. You can also bring them printer cartridges. And I believe they have some program at Office Max where there's a credit for the things and you get some points. I don't know. I can't mess with those things. If you're just joining us, thank you so much. I'm kind of wrapping it up. It's been 20 minutes already. Wow. I love doing this. So I hope this is really helpful for you. We're going to be back next Friday to talk more. I hope people will bring their questions on what to do with the items that they don't know what to do with. Stump the organizer. Stump the zero waste organizer. What do I do with ... And if you want to get our resource guide, it's a 3-page document that's on the website. Please go ahead there and sign up for our newsletter. Unsubscribe from the newsletter if you do not want to. No pressure there. It's just the way to do it on the web. Maybe we should figure out a way to just put it on a page and then you can just download it. Because I don't want people to feel like they have to sign up for the newsletter. I know that's like the whole marketing thing, but it drives me nuts. because I get so many dang emails. My personal email, it's almost full. It's like 92% full. That's just bonkers to me. Anyway, probably read like 5% of what's comes through. So sorry if you sent me an email and I didn't read it. I'm overwhelmed. Hi, is that Ruth? Awesome. Nice to see you all. So resource guides on the website. Come back next week with what to do with ... Stump the Zero Waste Organizer. And tell us what you're going to do. What's going to be your new zero waste, or what's your existing zero waste practices? And stay tuned here for more stuff coming to you every couple of days. If you do post on Instagram about your zero waste practices, please tag us. #NextHighIsGood. There's not that many, but we're looking to build it because it's so important. I've been wanting to do these lives for a while, and I'm so excited to be on here. I have to thank my team, Delia and Alexa, for making this happen, because without them, it would not have. And here we are. I just needed a little bit of push, and I hope to do this more and more because I really want to share all the resources for clearing the stuff out of your space and getting it to its next highest good, whether that be recycling, upcycling, donating, giving it to somebody on a Buy Nothing group or a Facebook Marketplace or something like that. That's all I've got for you. I hope it was fun. I hope you learned something. I hope that you come back next week. I hope that you'll tell your friends. And I hope you have a great weekend. And enjoy Indigenous Peoples Day on Monday. If you have the day off, enjoy it. And if you're not, sorry. And have a great weekend. And we'll see you next Friday. Thanks so much. Bye, y'all. Thanks, dear ones. Appreciate it.